This is Mirabella's kitchen, and today I'm making mostaccioli. If you'd like to cook with me, please check the description below for a list of the ingredients, and a shout out to my Patreons. This dish was a frequent Sunday dinner and also every Christmas growing up. It is quick, it is easy, and it's really good. I start by taking a pound of mild Italian sausage and remove it from its casings. I break them up with my fingers into smaller pieces. You can do this into a saucepan to not have any dishes besides the saucepans you're using. It's really your preference. I add half a teaspoon of dried onion and 1 teaspoon of minced garlic. I'm using jar garlic today, but you can also mince 1 clove. And I mix that all together. In a saucepan over medium heat, I add the sausage to brown it, and I use a wooden spatula to break up the sausage a little more into smaller pieces. It takes about 5 minutes or so to brown the sausage all the way. Once the sausage is browned, I take 2 28-ounce cans of tomato puree. Tomato puree is a lot thicker than tomato sauce, and I add it into the sausage. Then I take one of those cans, so keep the cans, and fill it with water and add it in. And I add 2 8-ounce cans of tomato sauce. I give that a nice stir. And I add a sprinkling of peccorino romano cheese, about half a teaspoon of coarse kosher salt, and about 1/4 of a teaspoon of black pepper. And I stir that all again, and I'm going to turn it down to low heat and cook it for 2 hours. I'm going to stir this very consistently, so I chose to stir it every half hour or so, making sure to get the edges and the bottom of the saucepan to make sure nothing burned. I also take a saucepan, fill it with water, and give it a nice sprinkling of salt because we're gonna have some pasta with this. You can use mostaccioli pasta. I could not find any, and also we never used it growing up because my mother prefers ripped pasta. So I'm using penne here and cooking it for 3 minutes less than al dente. I also shred 16 ounces of mozzarella cheese. Really, I recommend going up on the cheese because you always need more cheese. And in true fashion of my childhood, I steal a piece of the mozzarella cheese. So we're gonna bake this. I take a 9 by 13 inch baking dish, put a layer of sauce, put a layer of pasta, and put a layer of cheese. And I do that 2 times. You should add 1 more layer of sauce on top, but I forgot to do that, so I had to have an alternative plan to what it looked like, because I didn't really like it. It looked boring. You'll see. And there's going to be sauce left over, but that's okay. There's a reason. I cover it with some aluminum foil. And I put it into a 350-degree Fahrenheit oven for 30 minutes. And now we're gonna see what happens when you forget that top layer. It looks kind of sad. It looks sad to me. I want some browning. So I threw it under the broiler for about 5 minutes to get it nice and brown, but honestly, you can just add an extra layer of sauce and you'll be good. And you take a few spoonfuls of the mostaccioli, you put some extra sauce on the side in a bowl for everybody to add some more sauce on top. And that's mostaccioli. Thanks for joining me today. I make new videos on cooking every Wednesday, but today it's Thursday for unforeseen circumstances. You can support me on Patreon and on Facebook at Mirabella's Kitchen.